What's going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness in that face, neck, and chest. And bruh, we are just 4 days away from seeing Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO Max. 4+ hours of this magnum opus. And bruh, I cannot be more excited.
Twisted, blow, hustling non-stop on the block, getting dough. All day, all day, all day, all day, all day, all day.
So the social embargo on Zack Snyder's Justice League has lifted, and critics and bloggers are giving their takes on the film. And so far, so good. So far, it's positive. I really haven't seen that much negativity towards the film. Some people are calling it, Zack Snyder's best DC movie. Some people are calling it masterpiece. Some people are calling it, the Lord of the Rings of comic book movies, which is, high praise. But again, I'm not gonna get too excited over this because it's usually the same, hyperbolic rhetoric that we've heard from several critics who've seen Marvel movies, like this is the best Marvel movie ever made, or this is the best movie since sliced bread, and all that nonsense. Which I'm not gonna get too excited, but I am excited for the cast and crew whose hard work is finally being seen, and the fact that people are liking it and praising it. So kudos to the cast and crew who put in that hard work and finally getting their just due, the praise that they deserve. Now, I've made no secret about how I feel about this whole, special screening for a select few of fans to see Zack Snyder's Justice League. Because to me, honestly, I think that's bullshit. I think that's nonsense. It's not just the select few who made this possible. Fans all around the world who supported Zack Snyder, who supported this movement, who made this thing possible, they should have seen it. Every fan around the world who's a big fan of Zack Snyder, who contributed to this Snyder Cut movement, I feel like they should have seen it, and not just this select special few, the X-Men, as I call them, who have the special gene. It's like, to me, I think that's nonsense. Like, no. This select few didn't make this movie possible. Fans made this movie possible. Fans globally made this thing possible. So I feel like everyone should have seen a free screening of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and the press and the critics, they could have seen it another time. But let the fans see it first. That's how I felt about it, and that's how I feel about it. Because, like, to me, this whole, this special select few get to see it, I think that's bullshit. I think that's nonsense. Like, no, like, nobody's special. No. You didn't do this on your own. Everyone around the world made this happen. So everyone around the world should see it first. But again, that's just my thoughts. That's my idiotic opinion. Take it for how you will. If you get upset by it, I don't give a fuck. It's just how I feel. Now, listen, I'm so happy that this movie's getting praised. This movie's getting, it's just due. Because, being a DC fan, we've taken a lot of shit over the years. I've supported Man of Steel. I wasn't a big fan of BVS at that time when it was released, but over the time when the Ultimate Edition came out, I was like, yo, I'm on board. Like, yo, like, this movie's brilliant. And I'm sure I'm gonna feel that way with Zack Snyder's Justice League, because we all know what happened in 2017. It was a disaster on all fronts. It was a nightmare that we couldn't wake up from. But now, here in 2021, Zack Snyder's Justice League, the fact that it's 4 days away, and the fact that we're going to see Zack Snyder's singular vision of what he has in mind for DC Universe is going to be spectacular, man. He even talked about it in an interview where, some, dumbass interviewer asked him, like, do you feel like, your DC movies should be more like Marvel? And Zack Snyder's like, what? It's like, that's a dumb question. He didn't say that, but I wish he would have said that. He's like, no. He's like, what separates DC from Marvel is that DC has this mythological component to them that separates itself from Marvel. Like, it's so different. It's like DC has this mythology on an epic level that separates them from every other comic book company, and that's what makes DC special. Like, DC characters are the gods among men, and the fact that Zack Snyder treated them that way is what I wanted to see my entire life, because that's what I get from reading DC Comics. It's that god-like, realistic approach that Zack Snyder attributed to his films, and that's why it resonates so strongly with all of us. That's why I love it, and that's why it's connected fans all around the world who made this possible in the first place, because they really resonate with Zack Snyder's Superman, with his Wonder Woman, with his Flash, with his Cyborg. And I think, that's really gonna help the movie going forward, if or should I say when Zack Snyder decides to do Justice League Part 2 and Part 3, because we all know it's gonna happen. And this is a clear sign that, hey, Warner Brothers, you messed up, bruh. Like, Zack Snyder's Justice League is a big FU to the studios, to Toby Emmerich, to Walter Hamada, who clearly just made a mess and does not know what the hell they're doing. So Toby Emmerich, F you, Walter Hamada, F you. And when this movie's released and when it's a big hit, hopefully, these two get the hashtag yeet and we move on with WB, or as Vince would say,
You're fired.
There you go. So those are my thoughts. Hit like, subscribe, and share, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters. And I'll see you guys later tonight. Truth out.